BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you would like picks or even more picks, check out Elite Picks DFS Discord, because right now they are doing a free 7-day trial. And when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off. And they are dropping detailed analysis and picks from their sports analysts. So make sure that you go give them a look. They're getting a lot of big wins. All right, let's get right into some of the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the points plus assists tab, and we'll be selecting Kayla Copper for less than 26.5 points plus assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Kayla Copper has actually failed to exceed this line in 8 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Copper has failed to exceed this line in 65% of her last 20 games. And head-to-head versus the Atlanta Dream, Kayla Copper has actually failed to exceed this line in 5 of her last 7 matchups. Now, Kayla Copper and the Phoenix Mercury will be facing off against an Atlanta Dream defense that currently is pretty average defensively when it comes to defending against opponents' scoring as well as playmaking. Currently, they are ranked 5th in points allowed to their opponents, as well as 7th in assists, giving up a fair amount of points and assists per game. And when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Dream aren't much better. Again, a ranking near the middle of the league to the bottom when it comes to defending against opponents' points as well as playmaking. And here are the Dream's defensive numbers against the forward position for those of you who want to see that as well. Taking a quick look here at our last few games, we see that Kayla Copper is playing a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging near 34 minutes per game. This is slightly higher than we like to see it, to be taking her under or over for this line. However, her solid minutes haven't necessarily translated to an increase in her scoring as well as playmaking. In fact, in 8 of her last straight games versus a top 5 defense, which she will be facing in this game, she's actually failed to exceed that line again in 8 straight games. Taking a closer look at our last few games, you see that Kayla Copper has actually not been that much of a consistent playmaker at all, very often getting low single digits or even no assist in many games, and most of her scoring games has been under that 20-point mark. She isn't that much of a consistent scorer, and we expect her inconsistency in both scoring as well as playmaking to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Kayla Copper for less than 26.5 points plus assists. For our next pick, we'll actually be staying under the points plus assists tab. Again, this is under the WNBA section, but this time we will be taking Tayshia Harris for more than 12.5 points plus assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Tayshia Harris has actually exceeded this line in 8 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Harris has exceeded this line in 70% of her last 20 games. Now, Tayshia Harris and the Connecticut Sun will be facing off against the Seattle Storm defense that is ranked top 5 in both points as well as assists allowed to their opponents. They are one of the better defensive teams as far as ranking goes when it comes to defending against their opponents' scoring as well as playmaking. However, when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Storm are ranked much worse, near the middle to the bottom of the league defensively, and are giving up a lot of points as well as assists. So overall, Tayshia Harris should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Tayshia Harris is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging over 27 minutes per game. And this does include a game in which she did not play the majority of her minutes, just under 16 for her game against the Liberty. So overall, Harris is getting plenty of opportunity as well as time to reach this line as well. In fact, in 9 of her last 11 games, she's actually exceeded this line. Taking a closer look at her last few games, you see that Tisha Harris has been a pretty consistent scorer, mostly scoring in the early or lower teens, as well as been a pretty solid playmaker, averaging a solid amount of assists over our last few games. And especially for this line, we do expect her to be able to put up just enough points as well as assists to exceed this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Tisha Harris for more than 12.5 points plus assists. Now, for those of you wisely making with Underdog Fantasy as well, we wanted to share a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that's Tiara McCowan for lower than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Alyssa Thomas for lower than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you like making picks on things like double-doubles, as well as triple-doubles, while still having access to all the traditional PRA player props, check out Underdog Fantasy, because right now, when you use code BETBLITZ, you'll receive a free pick as well as up to $1,000 in bonus cash. And we are cashing out big time on Underdog daily, so you want to make sure that you lock these in and check them out. For our third pick, we'll actually be heading over to the assist tab, and this time we'll be taking Marina Mayberry for more than 3.5 assists. Taking a quick look at an outlier, and again, you can use our link in the free description for a free 7-day trial. You see that Marina Mayberry has actually exceeded this line in 7 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Mayberry has exceeded this line in 85% of her last 20 games. Now, Mayberry and the Connecticut Sun will be facing off against a very good defensive team in the Seattle Storm. Currently, the Storm are ranked 4th in assists allowed to their opponents, not giving up many assists for the entire game overall. However, when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Storm are much worse, ranked 7th in assists allowed to their opponents. They are giving up plenty of assists to the positions as well. So Marina Mayberry should also have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, Mayberry has actually exceeded this line in 16 of her last 19 games. Now, taking a quick look here at her last 10 games, we see that Mayberry is playing a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games. She is averaging a solid 30 minutes per game, so she should also have plenty of time to reach this line as well. Now, taking a quick look at our last few games, you see that Mayberry has actually been pretty consistent at exceeding this line. However, in her last game, she did have a poor scoring of only 1 assist in over 24 minutes. So we expect Mayberry to come out aggressive and get back on the right track with her playmaking, especially against a defensive team that is not very good at defending playmaking from her position. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Marina Mayberry for more than 3.5 assists. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we are taking Kayla Copper for less than 26.5 points plus assist. We are taking Tisha Harris for more than 12.5 points plus assist. And finally, we are taking Marina Mayberry for more than 3.5 assists. Now, we're not saying to take all these picks together and throw them into a huge parlay, but overall, these picks individually could be some useful additions to your overall entries that you have in mind. And again, if you like these picks in this video but want access to even more picks, check out Elite Picks DFS Discord. They are giving a free 7-day trial right now when you sign up with our link in the description below. And when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off your order. And again, they are dropping detailed picks with analysis every single day, so you want to go give them a look. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment to hit the like button. We are challenging you guys to get this video to above 125 likes, and if you do that, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.